Yo, so in this video, I kind of just want to talk about alolan MUK. So, here's the thing about alolan MUK. I think it was a really good Pokemon in Generation 7. However, if it were to be able to go into Generation 9, I don't think it'll be that good. Now, you still have a really good typing, being Poison Dark. This is great for defensive usage, because you're only weak to one typing, and then you resist 4 and an immunity 1, right? Now that's pretty good, right? And then you have really solid stats. You have 1 of 5 HP. Ooh, that's good. You can live and take up hits, right? You have 1 of 5 attack. Oh, so you can take damage as well as dealing damage back decently well, right? And then you also have really good special defense, being 100. Now that's really solid, and with the access to Assault Vest, which what it does is give you a boost in special defense by 1.5, but you can only use damaging moves, which was fine on Alolan Muck, because Alolan Muck would actually want to trade in, because its main goal was a Pursuit Trapper. Now, sadly, in Generation 8, Pursuit is no longer in the game, which was probably its best move. Now, what Pursuit does was, it was a 40 base power move, but if a Pokemon switches out, it will double in power and will hit the switching Pokemon. So let's say I try to switch out in Gengar, Gengar will actually get hit instead of the Pokemon that got switched out, which was really, really useful for, let's say, ghost types or psychic types, or any Pokemon you just want to do chip damage to. It was a really good move, which I wish was still in the game, because it was awesome, actually. Now, that was his best move, I would say, but also, I have a fear that it will lose its second best move, be knockoff. Now, in Generation 9, a lot of Pokemon lost access to knockoff. Even dark types that wanted it and was has is at its best stab move, like let's say you have Weavile or Crocodile. Crocodile and Weavile's best dark stab moves were knockoff and really liked it, but they lost access to it, which made a lot of them much worse in the process, which sucks because knockoff is a really good move, and it not get rid of a move or an item, sorry. And it was a really, really good idea to have. And with that, with Mach losing access to those moves, I don't think it'll be that good anymore. Now, granted, I still think that it will have some usage in lower tiers. Don't get me wrong. It still has a really good typing and really good stats. And a really good move pool, actually. Because you would still have access to Gunk Shot. You might still have access to Knockoff. We don't know yet if it's able to get back in the game at all. It might still have Knockoff. If so, then I don't have to fear too much, right? You still have Fire Punch. I believe it gets all the elemental punches, actually. Ice Punch, yes, and it should have Thunder Punch, if I'm not wrong. Um, yeah, still have Thunder Punch. So you will still have usage in lower tiers, but I don't think it'll be in UU tier anymore, and I don't think it'll be as good without Pursuit or Knockoff. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.